Showit can essentially be used as your global branding tool. Given with the embed feature that Showit has available, you can embed pieces of your site pretty much anywhere that accepts that embed object code. And you can actually use Showit as your tool to brand everything that speaks you on the internet. Now, your branding, of course, should be consistent. We're not going to go into a whole bunch of detail on being specific, but just know that everything should be consistent across the board. Your colors, your logo, your fonts, your backgrounds, everything about you, your blog, if you have a MySpace page, your Twitter page, everything should reflect you and your brand. And Showit gives you that added power to do that by giving you this embed feature. So here we have our intro page, our splash page of our photographer's site here. And what we can also do is embed a piece of that into SmugMug. And so here we have SmugMug. It's a little bit of a different setup here, but it is, and these links will link out to basically different things here. It looks like this one's a little buggy here. But essentially these will link out into basically different pages of the Showit site itself. And you can also do the same thing into your blog header to make basically the same thing. Now you can make a categories button up here, so you can have the categories drop down, so that way you can access all the categories of your blog. But to see all this stuff in action, we'll go ahead and take a look at this right here. And this is the main website, haskinsphotography.com, and this is the journal or the blog itself, again with this header up here. And see, these links will link to the different pages within the site. And this journal here, these will open into new windows which link to those pages within your Showit site. Now this home here, if you're of course on a certain post within this blog, you would click that home button to return to that home page of this blog. And here we have the proofing section, which is actually SmugMug. And SmugMug you can customize to make it look exactly like your site. And with the embed feature, we actually embedded a header here into SmugMug, and you can actually use that to make your site reflect that global branding that you're trying to achieve. Again, here on the blog, we'll go ahead and click this home, and it'll take us right back to this home page here on the blog. Similar setup here on the proofing section. These links will just link out, and this link will actually link out to a new window to go to the journal. So pretty much wherever you are at within all of this stuff, it maintains that same global brand. We'll go to the Twitter page for the photographer, and this is pretty much the same way. The background looks like the site, and the colors are consistent. The colors of the fonts are consistent all the way across the board. So you want to make sure that is definitely consistent across the board, and Showit will give you that power. So another example of this implementation is amandapear.com, and this is actually her site here. And of course, you can navigate it just like a normal site. But her landing page, or the site itself, actually starts here. Now this is actually her blog. This is what you see when you go to amandapear.com. And when you click open on one of these pages here, it will actually open up into her site and actually goes into her galleries on her site. And then you can click on, again, blog to get back. Then you would get back to the blog. And this whole embedded section is embedded by a header, is embedded from her Showit account. And what's neat about this is you can just edit the account within Showit, and it'll automatically update whatever you have embedded, in this case, into a WordPress blog. And lastly, a her proofing section. Again, just a piece of a site embedded. It gets a little finicky when you have background patterns. There's nothing you can really do about this, but this is kind of not noticeable unless you really point it out. But her clients are usually going to specific galleries within her proofing section, and they're really concentrated on the photos themselves. But the major point being that, again, Showit can be used as a global branding tool for your SmugMug site, for your blog, and then for, of course, your site itself. And of course, you would take this background here, and she would use this on her Twitter page well, she doesn't have a Twitter page, but again, extending that global branding web experience. And of course, we have a full tutorial on how to use this embed feature, how to use it with WordPress, and how to use it with SmugMug itself. So you definitely have to check that out if you're interested in learning more about that. For more tutorials, check out learnshowit.com. HD quality screencast tutorials for Showit.